Hello, hello, hello. It's Keita Williams, founder and chief strategist of Success Bully. I am so excited that it's like Monday and we're doing stuff, and it is an exciting time. It's an exciting time to march into action. Like our whole theme for this month is march into action. And so over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you one action that you can implement right now. I want you to do it every week going forward that will shorten the distance between you and the cash. So we want to drive revenue in our businesses. So whether you're a coach or a newer consultant, wherever you are in your journey, as an entrepreneur, your role is to make money. Like you're yes, yes, you want to serve humanity. Yes, you want to create change, and you can do that volunteering. But as an entrepreneur, your job is to bring money in the door. And as you grow and you build a team and you're a leader, your job is to lead the team and bring money into the door. Yes, we want to touch lives, but I really want to spend March really focusing in on those activities, those actions we can take that will move the needle, right? Because I want everyone that is tuning in, that has been watching, that's been part of our communities, to have the best year yet in their business. So if you notice, switching gears for a second, I'm in a different background. I'm in a different spot. I am home in Savannah with my mom and my family. So different background. We're working remote. It's a lovely time. It's 80 degrees here as opposed to rainy and cold in Seattle. Um, so I'm just tuning in from a different spot. And so before we jump into what I wanted to talk about today, which is get the referrals, girl, I want to remind you all. I want to remind you all if you have not had a strong Q1, because can you believe we're halfway through March? Like we're halfway through March. If kind of looking at where you are in the year, if you feel like you haven't quite hit that Q1 goal, or you're not exactly sure how you're going to, kind of optimize for the rest of the year, join us on March 28th. We are actually hosting, by popular demand, we are hosting our six-figure setup, and this is a webinar that we created and launched late last year in Q4 to help everyone set up to have their first six-figure year in their coaching business. And so we've kind of expanded it. We're tweaking it just in this place of, okay, so we got through the first quarter. Now, what do we need to tighten up to make sure that by December 31st, 2023, we are above and beyond six figures, right? And so if that sounds like you, if you haven't had hit that consistent revenue stream, you're struggling to really get that scale where you can make different choices about what this business will be in the future, I want you to reach out to Lucille. We'll put the link in the comments, but join us on the 28th of March. It's going to be a rocking good time. I can guarantee you nobody webinars quite like Keita Williams webinars, okay? Nobody, nobody hosts a webinar quite like Keita Williams. So now that I've done that little pitch, again, grab your tickets. We're limiting the spots because we want to make sure everyone gets a little bit of personal attention from me. So make sure you grab that sooner than later. Don't wait till the last minute, because you may find yourself by yourself. All right. And so now, again, we said that the month of March is all about marching into action. Right. And so last week I was encouraging you to make contact. And y'all think I forgot. Sister Aziz, you said you were going to do 7 people after we talked last. So just making that connection, reaching out to your ideal client, and not just broadcasting, not just email newsletters, but that hand-to-hand combat. So we talked about what that looked like and how you should give yourself a daily quota and really knock over that first domino so that we can get those consultation calls, so that we can present proposals and opportunities to work with one another, and so that we can ultimately lead people down the pathway of becoming clients, right? And that's in our scope of control. So the other thing I wanted to kind of present to you as an activity that you can do to move, create more revenue, and it's not going to require additional time. I am not asking y'all to to paint the Sistine Chapel here. These are things that you can casually bring into the conversations you're already having, that you can casually bring up with your current clients, and it will pay off in dividends. It'll pay off. It will pay off. So one of my favorite things, one of my favorite things is a referral. I love I love a referral. I love to give a referral. If you look at just like a new restaurant, how many times have you found yourself looking at the Yelp reviews? How many times have you found yourself asking your friends, or when your friends have a really great experience at a restaurant, they want to share, they'll tell you how great the food was, they'll tell you what they ate, they'll tell you the server's name. So uh, some of that is just natural, right? Like people want to share something they're excited about. In our case, yes, you want to service your clients in such a way that people want to share you, and they want to share their experiences, and they have such success that they can't keep your name out their mouth. Yes, you want that. But also, we can be a little bit more intentional about asking for referrals, right? So let me tell you how. I'm going to give you the how. I'm going to give you some hows, but let me tell you why referrals are awesome. So let me start there. So here's why referrals are awesome, right? Referrals are awesome because um, when you have really awesome clients and you love your clients, birds of a feather flock together, right? If you look at the company that you keep and you are a product of the company that you keep, that's a whole nother live stream. When you look around and who's in your circle, they are similar to you in a lot of ways, right? They're ambitious, they're doing other things, they're very excited, and so a referral will plug you into another amazing client. When you get a referral from an amazing client, they are more than likely attached to another amazing person, and therefore now you got two amazing clients, right? And so, or whatever the multiple of that is, right? So I really want you to consider why referrals are so awesome. It takes a lot of that rapport building and vetting out of the equation. You both have been vetted, right? So I've been vetted. The referrer, their person they're referring has been vetted. Everybody's been vetted. Right? And so much of what we do is the vetting. Are we a right fit? Is this the right time? Most of that is cut down. So they're going to be more like the clients you already love to service, right? So that's why one reason why it's important. Reason why it's important, it cuts down your business development cycle, right? So most of the time, there are clients that it takes one call and it's a yes. There are clients it takes 2 to 3 calls and you'll get a yes. There are clients that will or prospective clients that will have calls with you, disappear for months, pop back up on the scene and want to work with you. I have folks on my one-on-one roster that we've been circling around each other for 3 years before they pulled the trigger on joining us for coaching. And then there are folks I met yesterday that want to say yes. Right? And so referrals, being that they're 80% sold, they're 80% sold because you have been vetted. The referrer has already vetted the other person they're bringing into this conversation. You're set up for success, right? You're set up for success. 80%. It's like if I get a referral, it's a slam dunk. Like literally all it's like an alley oop. All I gotta do is I don't have to take the ball all the way down the court. I just gotta dunk it. And um, so this is why referrals are so important. It is it really cuts down on that vetting process. They close a lot faster, and it increases your chances of having all around amazing clients because they are very similar archetypes. You know what I mean? And so, if you haven't been asking for referrals or you're just waiting for someone to give you a referral, I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to make it easier to kind of work this into the conversation so it doesn't feel unnatural, so it doesn't feel sleazy or slimy, so you don't feel like, that you're begging your clients to do something for you. So, I think that one of the times that when your clients are winning, when your clients are winning, I think sometimes we may wait until the end of the relationship or they're getting ready to transition off. It's great to ask your clients, right? Like they have a big win, ask for the referral. Ask for the referral, no matter where that is in your relationship, right? And make it a habit to just kind of check in and throughout your relationship. So it kind of set it up that when you're onboarding, we're going to ask for referrals. When they get a win, ask for referrals. Kind of keep repeating yourself that you're going to ask for referrals and just ask. Like, I love working with you. You've had this amazing success. Is there anyone else in your network that would benefit from working with me? I would love that. That's not hard, especially if it's already a client It's already someone you have a rapport with. So yes, you can um you can feel a little awkward about this, but if you ask, the worst they can say is no. And as we know, no doesn't actually hurt. And generally speaking, people aren't going to say no. They'll just do nothing. You won't get it. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. Very rarely are you going to get that. What you're going to get is, okay, absolutely. And no, and you'll get inaction before you get rejection, right? Now, I think that if you don't have clients, asking for referrals, I think you really have to have a great rapport with who you're asking for referrals from and be very clear about who you want to work with. So if you cannot clearly articulate the kind of clients you're looking for, it's really hard to ask for a referral. So make sure that you're really clear on that, and it's okay. Just casually bring it up. Hey, I'm building my coaching practice. I like working with other coaches. Is there anyone that you know that would be interested in building their coaching business? It's a simple ask. What's I've had harder time sending a meal back that I didn't like at a restaurant than asking for a referral. Had a harder time doing that. So there's the just casually bringing up with an existing client, it's when they have a win, and kind of seeding it throughout the relationship. If you don't have any clients right now, it's really people that you trust, that you have a great rapport with, that they have a great network, right? And that their network aligns with your ideal client, right? And so that's how I would think about that. The other thing I would say with the referrals, so besides the ask, you want to make it easy for people. You want to make it easy for people to refer you. And so we have a referral program. So we actually have a toolkit that we built. And that has my little bio and a little blurb about me. It's a cut and paste job. It's a cut and paste job. So we built this little toolkit that when I ask for a referral, I can send over a blurb so they can make an e-introduction really easy. Because it's one thing um to ask for a referral. It's one thing. It's one thing to ask for a referral. It's another thing to give them the tools to make it easy. And why I say I want a e-intro, because you'll get, oh, I was telling my friends about you. Oh, I was talking to one of my colleagues about you. You can't follow up on that statement, right? So you want to make it easy to do. So be clear that you want the e-intro, but provide them with the tools to do that. Make it so it's cut and paste, done. So they don't have to write a whole bio on you, or they don't have to figure out a way to be clever, like they don't have to figure all of that out. You can simply do that for them. Here's what I want you to say about me. It's kind of like, I don't know if you all had any of that where you had like maybe a professor or a supervisor that you needed a recommendation from, and they said to write it and they'd edit it. Kind of the same thing. You get like, hey, season to taste, but it'll hit the big points if you write that for them. So make it easy, right? And finally, what I would say, I don't know, I'm bumping stuff and messing up this whole live stream. I would say that besides making it easy, asking for it, we have to answer the question of what's in it for me, right? There are people that want to share you. They want to share you just because they love you, and they love what you've been able to accomplish with them, or what they've been able to accomplish with you, or they may just love you as a person and they want you to be successful. They want you to be successful. But you can also incentivize this. You can incentivize it. You can say, whatever makes sense for you, you can give them a bonus or a credit or some either monetary, gift wise. You make it appealing, what resonates with them. We try to standardize it. Like, this is what we pay for group coaching referrals. This is what we pay for one-on-one referrals. And so what make it make it a plus to refer you, right? Make it easy peasy. Make it easy. Uh, like the reality, what you would pay in marketing costs, what you would pay in marketing costs to acquire a lead for a high ticket coaching program to nurture that lead. And like when I say marketing costs, yes, the lead generation piece, but also the opportunity cost of nurturing that relationship from cold to close. It's actually cheaper for you to pay the referral bonus to someone that refers you business. What's $1,000 out of a $25,000 coaching package? What's $500 out of a $10,000 coaching package? Like that. What wouldn't you rather have $9,500 that you didn't have to work super hard for? So incentivize it. Answer the question, what's in it for me? And so just to recap, um, I love referrals because they increase the likelihood of you having amazing clients because birds of a feather flock together, right? They're 80% close when you get them, so it's not a very long process to close them. And then they're it's a better experience for everyone involved, right? And the how in all of this, you can ask your existing clients, make it a habit when they have wins, kind of tee it up that you're going to be asking them for referrals throughout your relationship when you onboard them. You can really, really make things easy for people by kind of having a toolkit already prepared, having like the little blurb you want to use and how you want them to connect you. If you want them to connect you via text, that's fine. If you want them to connect you via email, that's fine, or DM or however you're communicating, but make it easy for them to just cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. And then finally, really incentivize it. Incentivize it. Answer the question of what's in it for me. I think that this is something that's easy. It's easy peasy, and it's something that you can just kind of casually do every week. You don't have to, um, create this big time space in your life to ask for referrals. You don't have to. It is, having a system, being intentional about it, and just getting over your stuff around asking. Because the biggest block is you on that one. You're like, yes, you could get referrals. They'll come in. They'll come in. They don't necessarily come in at a pace that you want them to, right? We have to be intentional about asking for referrals. So be intentional. That's an easy action. Go ahead and who are you going to ask for a referral today? Put it in the comments and get over yourself. Just ask for it. The worst thing that can happen is you might get a dirty look. And I'm sorry, I get dirty looks just because I'm pretty. So go ahead and ask for those referrals. And that's a real simple action. It's not going to add any other work streams. It's not going to create, you don't need to have two VAs. You don't need to have, you don't need to have a lot of stuff. You don't need to rebuild a whole website to ask for referrals. It's a casual conversation with people you're probably already talking to, right? So I want to encourage you around the idea to just take that action. Get in contact with folks. That's what we've been talking about. Knocking over that first domino. That's an action from last week. This week's action, ask for referrals, whether that's from your existing clients or folks in your network. Incentivize that. Make it something you do every week. Make it, if you do a couple a day, or you just make sure that you check that box. It will save you so much time. You'll have better quality clients. And overall, if you start building that muscle around asking for it, you know, it gets less daunting. It becomes a little bit more predictable, and it becomes fun. It becomes fun, right? And as a coach that coaches other coaches and consultants, I'm mirroring the behavior that I want to see them do. I want to see me ask for a referral so they know they can do it too, right? I want to mirror that behavior. And so go ahead, get you some referrals. I guarantee you, go ahead and text me, DM me, send me something to tell me that you asked for a referral, and tell me if you got the client through it. You know, there's nothing like getting one of those notes like, "Hey, I'm making this introduction." It's so cool. It's so fun, and you'll find that everyone wins. Everyone wins in this scenario. Your clients are happy to share you. Um, the the referee is happy to meet you, and it's just a whole different conversation. And it's less of the discovery, and it is, understanding and asking them to work with you. It's so easy. It's so easy peasy. So go ahead and ask for those referrals today. And so I cannot leave this live stream without asking you all. I'm gonna make this really, really easy. We've been running this community for a little over 2 years, I think, and we're really trying to be intentional about creating a safe space for newer coaches, consultants that really want to scale out of their full time jobs and really give their business a go. And by doing that, it's a passion point for me. It's something that I'm really excited about. So I want to ask you right now, if there is someone in your network that would benefit from joining this community. I'm not even asking you to send me the referrals. You can. And follow up with Lucille for our referral program toolkit. If there's someone in your network that would benefit from the type of training that we're doing in this community, I want to ask you right now, hit the invite button. I believe it's in the top right corner. Hit the invite button and invite your friends to this community, your friends, your colleagues, your fellow coaches, your fellow consultants. Go ahead and hit that invite button. Go ahead, invite them to this space, right? And so that we can love up on them and empower them to scale their businesses as well. And so, once again, I am so grateful to be here. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining us. Make sure that if you are feeling stuck, or you're not exactly sure how to ask for referrals, or you're not exactly sure what your referral program should look like, feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out. I can never leave this live stream without extending an invitation to join us for a strategy session. And I'd be happy to brainstorm with you what your referral program would look like. Brainstorm with you language you can use to ask for referrals. Just go ahead, book some time at successbully.com/call. And remember, we are hosting a all out party. I should call it a party. We're planning, we're strategizing. We're hosting the Six Figure Setup on March 28th, and you can find the link to buy your tickets in the comments. Once again, I am Keita Williams. I am the founder and chief strategist of Success Bully, and I am so grateful to be here with you. And I cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish this year. Let's make 2023 your best year yet. All right, y'all, let's get after it.